Right now, I will share my top 10 quote from Ronald Reagan. He was the 40th president of USA. Live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, leave the rest to God. There is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Government is not a solution to our problem. Government is the problem. Government does not solve problems, it subsidizes them. Government's view of the economy could be summed up in a few short phrases. If it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. If it stops moving, subsidize it. The problem is not that people are taxed too little. The problem is that the government spends too much. We must never remain silent in the face of bigotry. We must condemn those who seek to divide us. In all quarters and at all times, we must teach tolerance and denounce racism, anti-Semitism, and all ethnic or religious bigotry, wherever they exist as unacceptable evils. We have no place for haters in America, none whatsoever. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. If we ever forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone under. We must reject the idea that every time a law is broken, society is guilty rather than the lawbreaker. It is time to restore the American percept that each individual is accountable for his actions. I received a letter just before I left office from a man. I don't know why he chose to write it, but I'm glad he did. He wrote that you can go to live in France, but you can't become a Frenchman. You can go to live in Germany or Italy, but you can't become a German, an Italian. He went through Turkey, Greece, Japan, and other countries, but he said anyone from any corner of the world can come to live in the United States and become an American. When government gets too big, freedom is lost. Government is supposed to be the servant. But when a government can tax the people with no limit or restraint on what the government can take, then the government has become the master. Too often, character assassination has replaced debate in principle here in Washington. Destroy someone's reputation, and you don't have to talk about what he stands for. If you like my video, please follow my channel. Have a nice day. See you next time.